I am loving this draft from the New York Giants. I'm just loving it. From the first round to the second round to the third round, I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I am just loving the picks that have been made so far for the New York Giants. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Dimes. We're back at it with another New York Giants video, back at it with another New York Giants banger. And before we do get into it, leave a like, comment, and definitely hit that subscribe button because we're gonna have a lot of Giants draft content after the draft, grading picks, grading the whole draft, going through everything. So you're gonna want to be a part of that. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and join the channel. But like I said, man, I'm enjoying the draft. It's been a lot of crazy picks, and there's been a lot of good picks. But for the Giants, they have succeeded and had aced this draft so far. They have, and it's been a perfect draft for them. It's been an A draft for them, starting with their first round pick. Deonte Banks, cornerback out of Maryland. That man press corner looks even good in zone when you watch him on film. The way he can pass off wide receivers and track the ball and follow the quarterback's eyes to make plays on the ball. That's just another thing that Deonte Banks brings to the defense. You just look at his personality, his moxie, his aura. It's all there, man. So I love the first round pick for the New York Giants, but in Deonte Banks, and I can't wait to see him in this Wink Martindale defense. Wink Martindale's loving it. You saw how he, was hugging Joe Schoen when the pick was made, and you saw how, excited he was to meet Deonte Banks. So on that end, I love the first round. Second round, day 2, yesterday. John Michael Schmitz, my guy, and when I made my video recapping Deonte Banks and then talking about day 2 and the options before the draft started, before the second, third round started, I was banging on the table for interior offensive line. I was banging on the table. I said, if you can go up and get John Michael Schmitz, go do it. And that wasn't even needed. The Giants landed John Michael Schmitz at pick 57, and he is now, going to be filling in our starting center role, and I couldn't be more happier. I really couldn't. The Jets went Joe Tippmann, and, that right there, it kind of shook me. I was like, they went Joe Tippmann over John Michael Schmitz. I was pretty sure the Jets were going to take John Michael Schmitz, and then the Bears, they traded up ahead of us. I think with Jacksonville, I'm like, they're about to take him. They're going to take him right in front of us. Right in front of us. They're going to trade up and take our guy. They went Tyreek Stevenson, cornerback out of Miami. That's a good pick for them. But right then and there, I knew. I was like, the Giants got to take him. You got to take him. John Michael Schmitz is a guy where he played the position. He's experienced. He's an actual center. He's not a guy that you had at guard and you said, oh, he's going to transition to center in the NFL. No, he's played the position his whole career. He's an actual center, and he's good at what he does at playing the position. When I call him Baby Brock Lesnar, I'm not calling him that just because he does look like him. He plays like him. He be dogging dudes on that football field. High IQ, calling out plays, disguising the defense, communicating on the line. And, as a person that played, as a person that plays offensive line as offensive tackle, if you have a center that knows what he's doing, also has a command of the offense, knows everything, it makes your job easier. It really does. It takes the burden off you because you got a guy in the middle of that offensive line that knows what he's doing, and John Michael Schmitz is going to be that guy for the New York Giants. Right now, the Giants have, offensive line-wise, you got Andrew Thomas at left tackle, stud. Don't even got to worry about it. We don't even got to talk much about AT. He's a stud player. You're looking at left guard. You can keep Ben Bredeson at left guard, who, wasn't bad last year. He wasn't bad. He dealt with an injury, near the middle of the season. Then they were still doing the revolving door with him and Josh Ezeudu and all that, right? You got him at left guard. You got Josh Ezeudu, who used the third-round pick on last year out of UNC, dealt with the neck injury. They're going to be battling for that starting guard spot. You just took John Michael Schmitz, a guy that is going to project as possibly a Pro Bowl player. That's why it's so crazy that the Giants were able to get him. He was projected to probably be the pick at 25. We got him in the second round. John Michael Schmitz, you're going to fill him in at center. Plug and play. Knows what he's doing. Stud player right there. You got Mark Lewinsky at right guard. That's still not good. You still don't want him starting there, but he's not the future. He's not a guy that's going to be here for the next 5 years. This is going to be probably his last season. He's going to be done. And then you got Evan Neal at right tackle, who, we have hope for to have a second year that is way better than his rookie season. He struggled mightily. He really, really did. And I'm not going to say he's going to certainly have that Andrew Thomas leap, but I believe that Evan Neal, when I'm looking at, over the off season, he's been working on his stance and all that. He cut some weight. That is what I think the Giants' offensive line is looking like, and I really am liking how it's shaping out. And in the third round, the Giants went Jalin Hyatt. The Giants traded up for wide receiver Jalin Hyatt, speedy wide receiver out of Tennessee. Again, the Giants are filling in holes, man. The Giants got themselves a cornerback. Was a big position a position of need heading into the draft. We got ourselves a cornerback in Deonte Banks. We didn't have a center that was worthy of starting on this team before the draft. We replaced that with John Michael Schmitz, stud center out of Minnesota, dog. Wide receiver, hadn't taken a wide receiver yet. The wide receivers get ran right in front of us and back picks, right? 4 straight picks goes wide receivers. We are able to grab the fastest wide receiver, the guy that just won the Fred Biletnikoff Award, correct me if I'm wrong, of last year's season in college football. We get him at pick, 73? In the third round, Jalin Hyatt, speedy wide receiver, a guy that you got to look at on the offense, a guy that defenses have to respect that speed because he is electric. Now, I don't think he has Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle speed. That's top tier. But he's that tier right below them, right there. And he has to, I'm not going to say he's a bad route runner. He wasn't given a chance to really run routes. We don't know if he can really be a route runner yet. And, I'm watching the Hey Rookie thing on the NFL YouTube channel. He was talking to one of the coaches, man. He was like, yeah, I'm a route runner too. He said, yeah, my calling card is my speed, but hey, I can run routes too. And, he showed that in a little, montage of him running routes. So that right there shows that, he wants to become a better route runner. He wants to show people what he can do on the NFL level. And, the Giants so far, man, I don't think it's really nothing they can do in the 5th round. We don't have a 4th round pick. We used that to trade for Jalin Hyatt. What else could they do that could not make this draft good? What else? Now, there's still positions that the Giants could fill in. We still could use a safety. We still could use a rotational edge behind Azeez Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeaux. I do think we're going to take a running back somewhere that, in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, one of those rounds. But as of right now, it's nothing the Giants could do draft-wise that could not take away the grade for this, draft right now, which is an A. Solid A. You get a cornerback that you need in Deonte Banks, good upside. You get a starting plug-and-play center that's a dog on the football field. I'm talking about he be pancakking guys in John Michael Schmitz. Real center. You get him in the 2nd round, pick 57. You get Jalin Hyatt, speedy wide receiver, at pick 73 in the 3rd round. You're filling in holes there. And one other thing is these are 3 guys that were projected to possibly be picks at 25 in the 1st round. You get all 3 of them in rounds 1, 2, and 3. What else is there to say? Joe Schoen, the Giants staff, Brandon Brown, Brian Dable, who was, made the Giants make that move up for Jalin Hyatt. Stellar. And I'm excited. I'm pumped. And I just can't wait to see what else the Giants do in the draft. Yeah, 5th round, 6th round, but it's still some guys out there, man. It's still some guys out there, that could, be drafted and it could possibly make an impact for the New York Giants. So right now, man, I'm excited. I'm pumped. And I'm just loving this draft from the New York Giants. So it's a bona fide A. So that's really it. If you're enjoying the draft, if you're enjoying this Giants draft, leave a like, comment, and definitely hit the subscribe button and join the channel, man. And until then, you're gonna see me later on when we take our 5th round pick, and that might be done with the reactions because who really cares about the 6th, 7th round, really? And but that's it though. Until then, it's big boy Jake Dimes. We are out. Go Giants. Thanks for watching, and peace.